Okay, you gotta sing loud.
What are we doing now?
Same thing. I love math.
We love math.
I love math.
We love math.
We like to add, subtract, and multiply, divide. Oh, I love math.
We love math. Yeah.
Nice solo, Keenan. Okay. And done. Okay. Here we go. Let's get it done. This one, we are going to be looking at, Keenan, nice air guitar solo. We're going to look at add integers. Uh-oh. That's more like it. Okay, adding integers. So that one's not good either. Oh well. So when we're adding integers, I want you to think of this. If someone gives me money and I get some more money, I'm positive money. Has my money, has it gone down? I get I get more money. If the temperature goes up, if the temperature goes up 5 degrees and then it goes up 5 more degrees, is it going to be it's a bigger positive? So a positive plus a positive is going to give me a bigger positive. Example, positive 4 plus positive 10. Positive, it's going to be positive 14. On a number line, here's my 0. Here's 5, here is 10. Guys, thanks. So if I go positive 4, a positive sign goes to which way? The right or the left? I've already drawn the little right sign. It should be pretty clear. So I go positive 4, and now I'm going to go 10 more. 4 and 10 is going to be positive 14. Guys, this is what you did in grade 2. What is 3 plus 2? Is that a positive or a negative? Positive. It's a positive. Remember, this is like Harry Potter and the invisibility cloak. Okay? Any number, 4, 10, 300, they have a tiny little invisible positive next to it. They always have, but because you hadn't done integers before, I know you can see it now. We took the little cloak off. Because you hadn't really thought about positive and negative numbers before, this is now your new reality. Every number is either positive or negative. All right? Now, let's look at negative. Same deal. Negative plus a negative. If the temperature's at 0 degrees, it drops 5 degrees. It's gone down 5 degrees. That's a negative. If it drops another 5 degrees, did it get warmer? No. It got a bigger negative. So a negative plus a negative is going to give me a bigger negative. Same thing with a loss. You give someone $5, you give them $5 more, you're now negative 10. A negative plus a negative, or a loss plus a loss, is a bigger loss. Negative 4 plus negative 10 is going to be what?
Negative 14.
Say it again.
Negative 14.
Thank you. Because they're both negative. We're just adding to the negative side. Negative 14. This is the exact same as the positive, but we're going which way on the number line?
Left.
We're going left. That's correct. Negative takes us the opposite way. Here is 0. Here is 15. 0. I got negative 5, negative 10. I go back 4, negative 4, then back 10. I end up at negative 14. We okay with that, everybody? Everybody? I wish I could turn the camera around to see the blank stares that are looking at me right now.
Yes. Turn it around. Do it. You do it. Do it.
No, I can't. I can't. You know why? Foyt. This is posted publicly, and I can't actually show any of your faces. Right? It's because I need to protect your identity. That's why. No, I don't. And plus, it's on a public site. And plus, you all look. No, never mind.
What were you going to say?
No. Shh. Stop. Okay, here we go. Adding. This is where it gets tough. If I have a positive plus a negative, life gets tricky. Which way does the positive take us on a number line? Here, let me draw it. Here's positive 10, here's minus 10. Positive takes us which way? To the right. Goes, I don't know which way right is on my video, so I'm not going to do that. Goes to the right. Which way does a negative take us? Now, I want you to change that right now. It takes us in the opposite direction. Which way does a negative take us? A negative takes us in the
Opposite direction.
Hey, that was actually in unison for a change.
Can I have another pen?
No. Bring your own pen. You know what's funny, Thomas? Your parents are going to know how ill-prepared you are for class on this video.
Just because I don't have pens.
Fine.
Thomas, then go buy pens at Staples.
All right, guys, I only got 10 minutes on this video. So if I have a positive going to the right, the negative is going to take me back to the left. Does that make sense? Does everyone agree with that? Okay, so if I have positive 4 plus negative 7, how many am I going to go to the right first?
4.
I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 towards the positive side. So now I'm at positive 4. Which direction am I going to go for my 7? Left. I'm going to go the opposite. Now I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, this is 1, negative 2, negative 3. Do you see how that works on a number line? Yeah? So all I'm doing is that I'm going one direction, the negatives take us in the reverse. Yes. Hold on. Go ahead.
So basically, you're just subtracting 4 plus 7. I mean, yeah, 4 minus 7.
Yeah, essentially what we're doing is we're finding the difference between them. Okay? So what is the difference between 7 and 4? Well, it's 3. But the question is, how do we know if it's positive or negative? Can I do this? No, this is a big question. They're a different sign, should be negative. Is that good logic? Or in what?
Well, assuming.
What are those rules from? Different sign, negative.
That's multiplication.
It's multiplication. Don't fall into that trap. It may be negative, but you won't get the answer right all the time. Remember, add, subtract, multiply, divide. In the middle, they never meet. Those are not the rules for add and subtract. Okay? So what we have here is we know the difference is 3. This is where we're going to do our boys and girls analogy. So, sorry girls, you're just sticks as well. So boys are going to be the negative side. Because we are a negative influence. I know we are. Oh, in many ways we are. All right. Now, add a dance. Add a dance. As I want you to start, here's another way to think about it. This is one way for if you're very visual. If you like to do math in your head, this is the faster way. If I have positive 4, or 4 girls in this case, and I have 5 boys. At a dance, well, in a real dance, what happens is that most people just stand against the wall and like, oh, that'd be fun to dance, but I don't want to ask a girl. That would be scary. But in like a real world situation back in the 30s, everyone would be dancing. So for every boy, there is a girl for him to partner up with and dance with. Which team here is bigger, the boys' team or the girls? The boys. The biggest team is going to be the answer. So in this case here, which is the bigger team? Which one has more players on it? 7 has more players. By how many? They have 3 more players. They're the bigger ones. That's how we know which side of 0 we're going to be on. So in this case, which side is bigger? Well, 5, the negative is negative 1. Because it has 1 more person. If we look at it up here, we would go 4 front, 5 back. Do you see how the bigger team is going to tell you what side of 0 it's on? Does that make sense at all? Yeah? Who said no?
It doesn't make sense because, like,
Hold on. Go again.
it doesn't make sense because in real life that wouldn't make sense. So I don't see how it is. It is real
Okay, no, let's look at real life. Let's look at real life. Okay? Temperature outside is minus 20 degrees Celsius. That's the temperature outside. Okay? This weekend, we're supposed to see an increase of about 15 degrees Celsius. Are you with me? Yeah, it's supposed to be a nice weekend. So if we go up 15 degrees, Kaylee, if we go up 15 degrees, what would the temperature be outside? -5 degrees. How did you get that so quick? That's right. So which team is actually bigger, the positive or the negative? The negative. How much bigger is it? It's only 5 degrees different. That's how we get the quick answer. Okay, if we put it on a number line, we would go -20 because it goes to the left. I come back 15 degrees. Have I broken zero yet? What if this came up 35 degrees? It would be, would it be positive or negative? If I go down 20 and then I go positive 35, look, I just broke past the zero. This is going to be positive 15 now. Do you see how all we're doing is moving back and forth between zero? Awesome. Guys, these are the only 3 scenarios. Positive plus a positive, it's a bigger positive. Negative plus a negative, bigger negative. Positive plus a negative, biggest team wins. Find by how many. Capiche? Oh, capiche. Not so good. We don't say that.